Yo, what is up guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing the RLCS Global Power Rankings after the Esports World Cup. Saw some people putting out their lists on Twitter. I was like, you know what, I'm going to do mine again. I have a lot of stuff coming for after this. I have the Esports World Cup recap coming out in just a few days, so keep an eye out for that on my post tab. And I got, predictions and all that stuff, as we get closer to the event for Worlds. But let's get right into it. We know the deal. Top 10 power ranked teams going into Worlds. And of course, we go top to bottom because I think we all know who number 1 is. Karman Corp. People doubted them in Rally after that, top 8 getting reverse swept and struggles in the Swiss. They came out and just dominated everybody they played pretty much. Really isn't much to say. Not super debatable. And number 2, I have Falcons. Again, Rally Major winners, and they only lost to KC. I think a lot of people agree with that. Number 3, I got Vitality. Again, they kind of hovered, 6 to 9 the whole season, but you know how Monkey Moon is, and he starts to get good, like at the right time, and they start peaking. They beat every NA team they face, proving it against NRG. And SSG getting embarrassed, we'll get to that later. I don't think they're on the level of Falcons and Karman Corp are right at. Falcons, they went to Game 7 overtime and they had a pretty big mistake to lose it. And they lost to GK, which is also a hard team to rate that we will get to later. But I think they fit comfortable at the number 3 spot. Number 4, I have NRG. Again, I think Vitality is just their kryptonite. I predicted it wrong for my predictions for the EWC. I had some hope. I thought, maybe the third time's a charm and they would win, but just Vitality is NRG's kryptonite, and Vitality has to be over NRG. Falcons also just over NRG because they won the entire thing last event or 2 events ago, and Karman Corp just won the whole thing. So I think it's fitting for them to be number 4. Breaking to see, but that's where I gotta put them. I can't put them any higher than that. And number 5, which I think could be debatable, was switching with number 4. Is Dig. Obviously Rally Major winner-ups, and then they went out to GK in the quarterfinals for the EWC. Obviously they smoked everybody else they smoked everybody else that they played before GK. Again, I just don't think they're above NRG, but you could make a case for it. Again, 4 or 5 I think you could switch, but I think these are the clear 5. I believe I think these are the best 5 teams in the world right now. And as we go to 6, 7, 8, I'm going to just bang 6, 7, 8 right now because I think these 2 could switch. This is literally the hardest part of my list right here is 6, 7, 8. Because since Rally was such a strange event that literally all the good teams sucked, it's really hard to rank these teams. So first, number 6, I have Ultimates. Number 7, I have GK. And number 8, I have Twisted. Okay. So 1, GK is hard to rank. Again, they've barely been scraping by in EU. They didn't even make Rally, and they're number 7. 2, they just made second in the EWC. Bumped them way the hell up. I don't think that they're better than these 5. However, they did beat Dig, pretty handily. So you could squeeze them up here, but I'm only not doing that because they got second last event. GK also got second, but they didn't even qualify for the event that they got second in. Yes, they're hot, but they've just not been to that level all season. So I don't know. GK's a hard one. They kind of screw up my whole ranking. Ultimates, again, that's a weird one. They were in the group of death in the EWC. They had quality losses. They only lost to Falcons and GK. So I could put GK over Ultimates, honestly. And I might do that, actually. Again, 6, 7, 8. I've just been back and forth. I did it. 6, 7, 8. I just been switching on and off, the whole time I've been making this list. Twisted Minds, reverse flip Karman Corp in Rally, as we all know. Top 6, and then EWC they bombed out before top 8, losing to SSG, which is a pretty tough loss for them. I was tempted to bump them lower, but again, with Rally being weird, It's hard to put any teams above them. Yeah, I don't know. Twisted is a weird team. And at number 9 and 10, I think you could also switch with maybe even some 11, 12 with the honorable mentions. I'll just do number 9 first. Furia. Yes, they got dead last at the EWC. Again, they only lost to Ultimates and GK. They did get kind of smoked pretty bad. So I could see them literally out of the top 10, which is crazy because they were just like a top 4 in my power rankings, like, you know, after Birmingham or before Raleigh. They were right there. So they have had a pretty bad fall off the last 2 events bombing out. So I could see them outside the top 10. And then number 10, I originally had this team above Furia, but Secret, again, they just made 2 more top 8s, and Furia did not make 2 top 8s, so it's really hard to put them behind. But I don't know, they've both been pretty even, honestly. But Furia have been the Sam Kings for so long. You could make a case for Secret over Furia, and I'm kind of debating on switching that one too. I'm gonna do it. I switched 2 teams in this. Okay, Secret or Furia. Again, 6 through 8 could switch anyone. 9 through 10 could switch anyone. I think my 1 through 5 is pretty good. Let's just go to honorable mentions. First, SSG. SSG, I've been really kind of debating to put them up here, but they just have not proved themselves on land. They have only had 1 quality series win, which is Twisted Minds. They got, destroyed by Vitality, which we all know what happened there, and they went 1-3 in Rally. They're really good online. They haven't really been able to translate it on LAN, and with Worlds being the biggest stage they'll be on, I don't think they'll be as nervous. I think they will play better. I don't know about top 10, because, Furia have also just been known to be, killers on LAN, like in the 21-22 season. So it's hard to put them above them. And then next, I have Genji. Lost to Secret. They've been really close. The Birmingham, they beat them in 5. EWC, they beat them in 5 for the first round, and then in the elimination round, they got swept with some controversial, goals. You can make a case for them top 10 tier. Like you don't even. I could see Furia not even being in top 10, just because they have bombed out pretty bad in the last 2 events. But also they face Carmen Corp, round 5 Raleigh, and then EWC. They're in the group of death. So it's kind of hard. Definitely not up to their expectations for sure, but I think Genji definitely could squeeze in there. And then my next 2, and so I'm having 3 honorable mentions instead of 4, because I have NIP and Shopify. It is hard to rank them pretty high. That's why I think they just deserve an honorable mention, because they looked really good in the qualifier, but they also did not, face the top 4 teams in the region. So I'm gonna have them down there. You can even make a debate for Corinthians or Rock or ex-Corinthians, but I don't think anybody else kind of deserves this honorable mention. Don't think Apex scratches by. Don't think SSA scratches by. OC has been buns all year. They both got last in the EWC, and that's literally all the teams. So I think that they deserve it. But that'll do it for me. Thank you guys for watching. Comment down below your power rankings. I would like to see your guys' lists. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Really do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.